Marty and I would like to share our recent trip to Catalina with you people. So we're out in the Catalina Channel. It's beautiful weather. There's a ship that was on a collision course with us, so we changed courses, got out of its way. We don't like to mess with big ships.
Right, so here we are. We're coming into Moonstone Cove. It's a beautiful day. We couldn't ask for better weather, and this is day one.
Here's a guy that was circling the boat in this kind of really cool surfboard sort of hydrofoil.
And we think that slides funny on that big boat.
We stayed about 3 days at Dwight's Cove, and now we're heading up towards the isthmus. That's Goat Harbor right behind Marty.
And we like Goat Harbor. We've had a lot of fun times there.
Okay, a lot of wind yesterday, not much wind this morning. We're into head seas here. That's the rock quarry in the middle of the island, which opened up about 2 years ago.
And here we are at the isthmus, and we are on a mooring there.
Okay, first thing we did, we'd been on the boat for about 5 days, and we needed a good walk. So we walked across the isthmus. This is Catalina Harbor on the other side, a beautiful big harbor with real calm water.
And I was using my mask whenever we were walking around.
Okay, we walked back across. It's getting towards sunset. Our first evening at the isthmus. These are some scenes around the isthmus. That's a sabot. Marty's grandkids sail sabot, so she was pretty excited to see a sabot there.
And they have a really nice beach there where people will go down and walk around, play in the water, swim if they want.
Okay, the next day we took another hike. You got to get off the boat because you can just sort of vegetate out there. You got to get out, get exercise. So we're walking up in the hills above the isthmus.
And it's a beautiful view down on the boats. And this is 4th of July Cove.
And we're back at the isthmus. Look, it's kind of like the South Seas over there, only 30 miles from the mainland.
And it's really beautiful and peaceful, and we liked being on this mooring. We had a great spot to watch all kinds of action.
This was a really radical, about a 35-foot powerboat, big monster outboard motors, cruises at about 60 knots. That's the boat getting towed in, and here's the swimmer that went right by the boat.
And this is one of our favorite things, the cyclone. Ernie, what's the cyclone do?
They run passengers from Avalon to the isthmus. Also, the big giant catamaran comes in about 4 times a day. We were on a mooring very close to the fairway, so we got to see all the action.
That kept us entertained for a while. So here goes the Express. Interesting to watch them back out and then turn around.
Yeah, they put one engine forward, one in reverse, and he spins out there like a top, and now he's taking all these people to Long Beach.
So after we left the isthmus, we went to Emerald Bay.
Emerald Bay is really a pretty spot. You come in there, the water turns emerald green. You're only in about 20 feet of water. This was funny. We saw our shadows and we started waving.
We had fun doing that one.
This is still in Emerald Bay, looking towards the west. This is sunset, and later the evening we saw the comet right up above that point there, right below the Big Dipper.
That was exciting. We really liked that. Well, we were in rocky times there, so we ended up heading out the next morning, and as much as we liked Emerald, it was nice to leave the rough water where we were.
Yeah, we did rock and roll all night at the isthmus. That's a catamaran sailing by. We started out probably with about 12 to 14 knots of wind, and later in the day we had about 20 knots. Perfect sailing. We're reaching back towards the isthmus. We've got about 15 miles to go till we get to Avalon.
And it takes us about, what, 2 hours, 3 hours?
Well, we did it, I don't know, about 3 hours. We were in and out. We probably sailed 25 miles.
Oh, and this is fun. Look at all that rough water out there. What is that?
Those are jet skis coming over from Long Beach. You can rent one, go to Catalina, have lunch there, and go back. They've got a guide that keeps everybody out of trouble, and it's really quite an exciting way to get to Catalina.
It was a beautiful day to sail, and we really enjoyed seeing a lot of different sailboats out there with us.
Okay, we just got our staysail up and a reef main. Marty and I are very cautious. You can see we're on a nice reach here and doing 6s and 7s.
That's a beautiful picture. This is one of my favorites. Where were you when you took that?
I was clear out in a little bowsprit. We were rocking and rolling. I was hanging on and trying to take videos at the same time. And look, you can see my shadow on the water looking down at the bow.
Yeah, rule of thumb is one hand on the boat at all times.
Right, that's right. One hand for yourself, one for the ship. That's our motto.
There goes another sailboat. They were kind of bumping along in rough seas, but really good sailing day.
Yeah, he's going up to the isthmus. He's going to weather. We're running before the wind. We're going the right way.
There goes a beautiful boat. That one's from Newport Beach.
Yeah, that's a Hinckley 40. He started out, thought there was too much wind. He slowed down, reefed the sail, and then took off for Newport Beach.
And so there's a lot of power boats out there with us, and there's, I think it's Black Irish, isn't it?
That's that same Hinckley 40 heading for Newport Beach. Wind dropped as we got close to Avalon. We dropped the sails, and we're now on a mooring in Avalon Harbor.
And we're really close, over tucked in by the casino.
We love Avalon. It is just great. There's something there for everybody. There goes the little harbor master. All the flags were flying on the casino.
Very patriotic, red, white, and blue. Oh, we like this boat a lot. Not.
This guy was our neighbor. He had 2 monster engines in there. Every time he fired up, it sounded like gosh darn Indianapolis 500 going on right in Avalon Harbor.
Oh, this was a real treat and something we've never done. This was a first. We got to eat dinner on the sandy beach.
Right, because of the virus, all the restaurants were closed for just about all winter. Then they finally made a deal with the city to move all the tables and chairs out on the beach. So that's where we had dinner.
And this is a beautiful picture of the casino at night.
Casino at night. We left the next day. We've been out 2 weeks. That was a battleship there off our bow. We're coming into Newport Harbor. My captain, our fearful voyage is done. Our ship has weathered all the storms. The prize we sought is won.